Imagine, if you will, you're selling your home for $500,000 and you have two offers. They're both cash offers and they both furnish you with proof of funds. All the terms are identical. They're offering full price. They are offering the same closing date, the same contingencies. Everything's the same, except one shows proof of funds of $500,000 and the other shows proof of funds of $1 million. Which buyer are you going to go with, all things being equal? Well, you're going to go with these guys. And the reason for that is because they can absorb $500,000 of setbacks, and these guys have to have everything go right. They can't even get a flat tire without going under the threshold of affording your house, right? So if they get sick or they have a $10,000 problem, or the stock market goes down a little bit or something like that, they can no longer afford the house. So they qualify by the skin of their teeth. It is the same principle with pre-approvals. There's a school of thought that not disclosing what a borrower truly can qualify or afford saves that borrower from tipping their hand or risking the seller asking for more money because now they know what they can afford. That is an ill-advised negotiation tactic. And there have been times when we have even said to buyer agents, well, we would counter you, we would attempt to negotiate with you, but you're not qualified for any higher, so there's no point. And of course, they don't know what to say to that because they weren't prepared for that. And if they're, and they will say something like, well, we'll get you a higher pre-approval, but now the seller doesn't have any confidence. If you're buying a $500,000 house or $1 million house and you're comfortably qualified, well, one of the things you want to reassure the seller about is that they should have confidence that you can proceed and that you are comfortably qualified so that they can proceed with confidence that you are going to perform, that you will close, even if there's a setback, even if the economy changes, even if something in your life goes pear-shaped, you can still afford to proceed with the purchase. Whereas somebody who qualifies by the skin of their teeth or is secret about how much they really can afford, they've lost the seller's confidence. The seller needs to know that the buyer is comfortably qualified. And the idea that the seller might ask for more money is silly because, first of all, in this market with multiple bids, the seller can just say, give us your highest and best, everybody bring their best number, and you're really competing with other buyers. But even if they do ask for more money arbitrarily out of the blue, you can say, look, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, we're comfortably qualified, don't push it. And nobody wants to alienate a comfortably qualified buyer who can perform. So this tactic, this strategy about being secretive about what the buyer can truly afford and only breadcrumbing what you're offering is a bad strategy. And I would say to those who embrace it, especially the loan officers who, mean well, you loan the money and you do the lending and we'll do the brokering and the negotiating, but let's show the seller that we can afford this. I want you loan officers to close the deal, but you got to help me get the deal accepted by showing that the buyer is comfortably qualified.